All right, we're going to get started. So I just want to make a quick overview of the course for you and just answer any questions that you might have. So why don't we, actually, let me just run through it really quickly, and then you can ask any questions that you might have. Does that sound okay? Great. I can see you, so you can. All right. So basically what we're doing is we're going piece by piece through the CDA manual. So if you can see me, you should have a CDA manual. If you don't have it, I think I was able to send everybody a copy of the first few pages that should get you started. So basically you're going to have a quiz each week over something. And that's really, my goal there is just to help you get ready for the CDA exam, which you're going to take as your final exam this semester. So you're going to apply for your CDA with the council. If you haven't already applied to teach and you're eligible to do that, I would do that because, you know, the exam, or to take the CDA exam and have the verification visit is $450, and it's $65 if you do it with teach. So I hope you do that. So the first 2 weeks, you're going to, they're kind of the same. You have to do your collection item first, and then your competency statement discusses something in the collection item, right? So this week, I think you're supposed to discuss your, or this module, you're supposed to discuss your menu, your room arrangement, and your lesson plans. So you want to do that. And then you're going to discuss that in this. Okay. Jackie, I'm going to mute you. I don't know. It might have been you. I hear weird under the ocean kind of sounds. So, but you can unmute yourselves if you want to talk, okay? Just so you know. All right. So, so you're going to write that. When you get the competency statement written, you're going to submit it to Smart Thinking. And that is Smart Thinking, the online tutoring. Do you see that over here? You're going to submit it there. And you're going to ask them to look at you're going to ask them to look at sentence structure, punctuation, those kind of things. Because I will critique the content. And they just have a hard time understanding that you only have 500 words. So sometimes you have to cut some corners there. But they're going to help you with any of that mechanical stuff that you need to have done. And that gives you a chance to get the feedback. You're going to submit that to me in this. And then you're going to take that feedback and apply it to your paper and then submit your competency statement 1. Hopefully that makes sense. The other thing, then you also want to submit your collection items, which is, I think it's your first aid and CPR card, your menu, and your room, and your, my mind just went blank, and your,
lesson plans.
Thank you. I'm going to need all the help I can get tonight, I think. So you're going to submit that. Try to put it all in one document if you can. That really helps if I don't have to click on several different things. Just put it all together. And then once I approve that, you're going to print it off and put it in a binder for your verification visit. Okay? And the other thing that you're going to do this module is to find your professional development specialist. I gave you a link of where to look. CCR&R is sometimes a good option. If you're in Southwestern's area, Christy Nixon is available to you. So there's some, and there's some other people around in the area you can ask for that would come to your area. So you need to find a PD specialist. Obviously, I can't do it. First, I'm your instructor for this. And second, I live in Idaho, so I can't be there. So that's basically the format of the class. So the other thing I want you to know is you need to submit your CDA application and your TEACH application in the next module. And the reason why we're doing that, so even though you're not ready to apply quite yet, is because I'm asking you to take your CDA exam by the end of the semester. And you have to have approval from the council that you can do that. They send you a code, and then you go to a Pearson VUE lab, which Southwestern has. Or if you're not near Southwestern, there's Pearson VUE labs all over the state of Iowa. So you just go there, you schedule it, you're scheduled to take your CDA exam, and you go there and take it. But you do have to have a code saying that you're approved and you've paid your money and all that stuff. Because this semester ends in May, and if you're not going to if you're in a preschool especially, or you don't provide service over the summer, you're going to want to have your verification visit before you're done for the end of the school year. But I don't require that for this class. Okay? So if somebody asked me, apparently, I can't remember which one of you asked me, but apparently they ask when you hope to have it done or to take your verification visit. Probably May would be what you would say. You'll have everything done by the first part of May to be ready for your verification visit. And if you want to do it a little earlier, we just have to make sure everything's in place for that. You don't have to take your test first. I just require the test for this class. Okay? All right. I think it's pretty straightforward the rest of the way through. There's discussions each week. I want you to participate in those because they really do help you think about different aspects of your CDA and maybe think a little bit more deeply. They'll also a lot of times help you write your competency statement if there's some other parts to it. So anyway, that's the class in a nutshell. I've just broken it down piece by piece, walking you through it. You're going to eat an elephant one bite at a time, basically. So, all right, as you've had a chance to go in, any questions? You can unmute yourselves now.
Can we work ahead?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. I haven't really looked through to see. I didn't know if like a test was locked before a certain date or if they're all just open.
If it's locked, it was not intentional. So just let me know.
I haven't gone through it, so I didn't know. But I didn't know if I could just work ahead.
Yes, you may. The only thing that you can't work ahead on are the discussions.
Yeah.
So,
I figured those.
Yeah. So, I mean, you have to kind of do those when everybody's doing them. As far as that goes, you're welcome to go as fast as you want to. Some of you may be going away for like spring break or something like that, and you want to work ahead. That's totally cool. We can accommodate that. And if something comes up, I've had people be really sick. I've had people hospitalized and all kinds of things. Just terrible things have happened to them, and they got a little behind. Just keep me appraised so I know what's happening. And
well, I don't know about any of you guys, but influenza hit us hard.
Yeah, it's terrible here too.
We're almost at, I think today we had 65% of our whole entire class there. So like between the two classes. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. So if you get sick or something, I mean, my goal is to get you through and be ready to apply for your CDA. It's not to penalize you because you can't get your assignment in on time. Okay. I can be flexible with that. But I don't want you to get behind either. So, know that you're not going to be penalized for turning your work in late, but also know that it's set up so you can be done in a timely manner. Hi, Amber. So any other questions about what?
If we're taking the preschool CDA, do we need to be in a preschool classroom right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you not?
Not right now, we're not, but Brenda wanted us to go ahead and take our preschool CDA.
Well, this is the deal. By the end of the semester, you have to be in a classroom where you're going to be able to demonstrate, you're going to be able to do your verification visit. So, for Brenda, she just needs to know that probably sometime before the end of the semester, you need to be in a classroom where you're working with those children, so you're comfortable with them and they're comfortable with you, because you're going to be observed by your PD specialist.
Okay.
All right. What else? Any other questions?
Oh, can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, that's so awesome. Okay. I didn't know if my audio worked.
Yeah.
So is there like an example of what a portfolio would look like? Because I'm confused on what I need to print off and what.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just walk through that. I should have one of those, but I don't. So you go into your book. I've got my preschool book. Someone used it, so I don't have all I need in there. There is hold on. Okay. This page in your book. Okay. This one is on page, it's right after the application, the paper application, which you no longer use for CDA. There's an online application that Teach wants you to use. So you're going to take it's in your book. Just take my word.
Okay.
And you just take this and you're going to take a 3-ring binder and you're just going to load everything in this order.
All right.
Okay. And I would divide it up. So like your reflective competency statement 1 and your competency statement 1 resource collection items, I would tab those. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So that those are, because what you want is you want your PD specialist, you want to hand your PD specialist your book, and she should be able to just flip through it pretty easily and find everything she needs. And only put in what is on that list. It says My Professional Portfolio. So it tells you exactly what you need to put in. So when you get your family questionnaires, you're going to put that in. When you get the summary of your CDA education, that is your official or unofficial transcripts from wherever you took all your classes.
Okay.
And if you are doing it through, I don't think anybody's doing it with training hours. You have to have that in there too. That would be where you'd put that. Okay. And so you want to have and just tab each of those sections so your PD specialist can find it. Now, what I meant about print it off, after I approve it, you're going to submit it to me. I'm going to look through it, maybe give you feedback or tell you that it's great. If it's great, just print it off and you can put it in most people like to use those plastic sleeves. Stick it in there and put it in your portfolio.
All right.
Yeah. And then at the end of the semester, you guys are going to show me your portfolio. So we'll meet on Zoom one more time individually, and you'll just go through your portfolio with me, and I'll just make sure it's all there and ready for you and ready for your visit.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So you should have no problem. I've never had anybody had a problem once they've gone through. So, and none of this is rocket science. You guys have taken 3 probably, or in the process of taking your 4th class, 3 or 4 classes. You've learned a ton, and now this is just where they want to see how you've applied it. And it's not giant deep. So I don't anticipate any of you having a problem if you're applying what you're learning in your classes. Okay. And like I said, if you get confused, call me, message me. I'm happy to help you. Sometimes they're confusing. So. But just make sure you answer in the competency statements, there are questions in there. In each competency statement, it asks you questions. Answer every stinking question. They want to answer. And if it says, and if there's sections like, you can tell I had a few students with some problems with this last semester because I haven't. Okay, so like competency statement 2, if you have your book, it says, write a little overview paragraph, and then it says CS2A, and it talks about, so like for module 2, you're going to create 9 learning experiences, and you're going to that's going to be your collection item, your resource collection item, and then you're going to comment on it in your competency statement. So the first one says, pick one of the 9 experiences that deal with physical development. You're going to tell me about how that reflects your philosophy of how to support young children's physical development. In other words, why did you choose that activity to help them with their physical development? That's what you're going to talk about. So that's a paragraph.
So
right?
sorry,
The next paragraph is going to be on cognitive development, one of the activities that you put in your 9 items. You're going to talk about one of them that deals with cognitive development. And then there's one on creative development. So answer the questions. Do exactly what they want you to do. You don't have to be creative. This is not very creative. It's just very straightforward. So just answer the questions and do exactly what they ask for. Okay. All right. Any other questions? All right. Got one, Amber? Okay.
I was trying to.
How are you doing? You feeling okay, Kathy?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Well, you know where I am. I'm here for you to help you. So just message me if I can't answer you right away. We can meet on Zoom if you want to talk it through. You can call me on the phone. Please just do. And just try to stay on target. Try to stay on. But like, I think Jackie asked if she could, or Savannah. I can't remember who asked me. Savannah asked me if you could go ahead. You can do that. You don't have to. It's laid out for you to do it over the whole semester, but whatever works for you, just make sure you're doing your discussions and being generous there. I think sometimes I tried to make the question something relevant to the module. And sometimes it kind of helps you think through. At the end, you're going to write a philosophy statement, and that's a couple pages long. No big deal. Basically, each of your competency statements is going to help you write your final philosophy statement.
Sorry to interrupt, but I cannot find the questions that you want us to answer in the competency.
Oh, well, I want you to know that. So let's go back. So, if you're in the section on competency statements, let's go to the first one. CS1, and then it says CS1A. It says reflect on the sample menu in resource collection item. If you design the menu, how does it reflect your commitment to children's nutritional needs? If you did not design it,
I'm in the preschool one.
You're in what?
I have the preschool book.
Yep, I'm in the preschool book. I'm on page 15.
Oh, page 15. Okay, I'm too far, then that's why I'm not finding it.
Okay. Yeah, because it lays it out really clearly for you. Is everybody else finding it's the reflective statements of competence? Is everybody finding those? They're in the class too, but they're all in your book. So just go paragraph by paragraph and answer the questions. But if it's, CS1A should be one paragraph, CS1B should be another paragraph. I mean, for most people that makes perfect sense, but for some people it doesn't, and I want to make sure you do it that way. Did you find it, Jackie?
Yes.
Wasn't it you that asked me?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I was just too far in and didn't see that part.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot in there. All right. Any other questions? All right. Well, you know where I'm at. Call me. Let me know. And just keep eating your elephant. It'll be over soon. And it's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. Don't overthink this stuff, you guys. You don't have to. So you guys know this stuff. You just need to articulate it on your paper. Okay? All right. I will look forward to chatting with you over the semester. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.